Hi, what's the number one thing everyone in the world wants? Can you answer that? What does everyone want so desperately? I believe that the answer, quite simply, is more. They want more success at work, they want more happiness, they want more passion in their relationships, they want more money, more energy, more productivity, and more meaning. Everyone wants more of the good things that life has to offer, right? Well, to get more, people need to activate their full potential. They need to hit a higher gear and become high performers at whatever they do. And they also have to become more focused, productive, influential, and successful. But it's not easy, and most people are struggling more than they have to in these areas. Even though we all have big goals and dreams, most people today are drowning in stress, overwhelm, and uncertainty. And the sad thing is that if they don't figure out how to turn it around, they'll not only fail to accomplish their dreams, but as the economy keeps getting better, they'll simply be left behind. So think about your life. Do you feel you're being as productive, influential, and successful as you want to? Are you struggling to stay focused, to get ahead, or to better influence your team or customers? Have you reached a plateau in your progress and struggle to break through to the next level of joy, power, and achievement? Have you gotten tired of being at the same level of success and happiness for too long? Do you miss the pulse and vibrancy of growing and contributing at your highest levels? I can help you. I know you're trying to succeed more and just keep everything together. So, I'm going to teach you 6 simple principles that you can use right away to better master your mind, your body, and ability to be more productive and persuasive. These strategies will completely change how you feel, how you manage your day, and influence others. I'm going to give you the exact strategies and questions that the most accomplished and influential people use to manage their emotions, schedule their days, persuade others, and keep their passions and purpose clear and alive. Because knowing these will transform your life. And frankly, if you're not following the 6 principles that I'm about to teach you, then it's almost impossible to get ahead these days. So let's get started. First of all, what is high performance? First of all, high performance is the achiever's secret. And high performance means excelling and succeeding beyond standard norms consistently over the long term. And the key is consistently over the long term while maintaining positive well being and positive relationships. Because if you're successful at work and not successful at home, success for me, success begins at home. Because what if you're successful in your business, but you have negative relationships with your spouse or your kids? Is that really success? So, high performance is the achiever's secret. But after I teach you these 6 principles, it'll no longer be a secret. So, again, high performance means excelling and succeeding beyond standard norms consistently over the long term while maintaining positive well being and positive relationships. You know what? I'd like you actually to get a piece of paper and pen so you could write notes while I teach you these tools and strategies. Okay, so what does high performance feel like? High performance is the feeling of full engagement, joy, and confidence that comes from consistently living from your best self and consistently living from and into our full potential. You know, I remember the days when I lacked confidence. If you lacked confidence, you know, how does it feel? How does it feel not to be able to speak your truth, not to be able to express what you want? And for me, basically, when I lacked confidence, boy, I remember those days. It was terrible. I just became depressed and anxious. And to be quite honest, I felt resentful because I wasn't getting my needs. I was just giving and giving, you know, everything I got, but I wasn't receiving. Can you relate to that? You work so hard and then you come home and you got to work again. You know, you come home and you cook and clean, take care of the kids, you know, you have houses, spouses, cars, and kids. But yet, when you don't have the confidence to speak your truth and to express your needs and ambitions, how does that feel like? It doesn't feel good, doesn't it? So, high performance is that feeling of full engagement, joy, and confidence that comes from living your best self. And talking about full engagement, you know, when you're not fully engaged, when you're not fully present because your mind is ruminating about the past or worrying about the future, and you're not really fully engaged with your kids or your spouse or even your team or customers, you know, when you're not fully engaged, you're basically checked out, and that's not high performance at all. And it's not gonna be long lasting. You won't have that positive long term effect. So write this down: full engagement, joy, and confidence. That's how high performance feels like. And high performance in our lives is the result of heightened and sustained levels of clarity, energy, courage, productivity, and influence. Because when you master these 5 areas, then you can really live a more purposeful and fulfilled life. So, again, number 1, clarity, energy, courage, productivity, and influence. And in order to experience those 5 areas, you need to master 6 things. In order to experience those 5 things that I just mentioned, you need to master your psychology, your physiology, productivity, persuasion, presence, and purpose. So you really got to master that. You master your mind. Have that positive mindset and a role model mindset. So number 1 principle that I'm going to teach you is master your mind. You know, how can you use the power of your mind to support and strengthen who you really are, and focus on your, you know, we need to focus on your strengths and not your limitations. So here's a question that, you know, high performers ask themselves so that they can really master their mind, their psychology. Number 1, am I living my truth? And what 3 words really define who I am and how I show up? What 3 words really define who I am as a person, and am I living those 3 words? So, write down 3 words that describe your best self, or 3 words that describe the person you aspire to be. And you know, because it's really time to re-engage and focus on what makes you remarkable. Because a life of living a life of intention and purpose is living a fulfilled life. So go ahead and write down 3 words that define your best self. Is it confident, courageous, eloquent? I don't want to install things on you, but write down 3 words that define your best self. In fact, here's a tip. In fact, those 3 words, put them, in your cell phone. Use the reminder app in your cell phone and put an alarm at, let's say, twice a day, 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. or whatever time you want, so that it will remind you who to be. So, for example, the 3 words that I chose when I first started this exercise was just happy, energetic, and enthusiastic, because I was the opposite. So one day I just decided I'm going to be these 3 words that I describe my best self. And I wrote that down on a Post-it. You can write it down on a Post-it and put it in the bathroom mirror, so that the first thing you see in the morning is those 3 words, and really tap it into your body until you embody those 3 words. And you know what? I did this every day, and it took me like about just 1 week, and I just became that person. You just have to practice really showing up as those 3 words and really focus on that. It's time to focus again. Re-engage and focus and live with intention. In fact, also, here's another tip. When you go home from work, before you walk in the door, decide how you're going to show up for your family, for your loved ones, for your spouse or for your children. Before you just get out of the car and walk in your house feeling exhausted and overwhelmed, decide how you're going to show up as soon as you walk in that door. I call it a door trigger. So what are your 3 words as a door trigger on how you're going to show up at the end of the day for your loved ones? Number two principle is master your body. I have my notes here. So to master your physiology, ask yourself this question. Am I rested and fully hydrated? Am I sleeping, eating, exercising, hydrating, gesturing, and speaking with passion enough to have the energy I deserve? Because the power of questions will direct your mind. So number 1, master your mind using the power of questions. So now we're going to master our bodies. Because to feel more energized and vibrant each day, we all know that we have to take care of our bodies to have that vibrancy and energy to fulfill our goals and dreams. You need to have endurance and stamina, so you need to be energized. So mastering your body. But what is common sense is not always common practice. We know we have to eat healthy. We know we have to exercise. We know all these things, but yet we don't practice it. So, when it comes to our health, we really need to be intentional. To understand how much energy, our goal is to understand and how much energy you have each day and how to amplify it to higher levels so that you have the vibrancy and stamina needed to achieve your goals and live a fully charged life. Because think about it, everything is energy. And if you have energy at work and then you come home and don't have energy for your family, how is that going to turn out? Are you just giving leftovers at the end of the day to your family? So there are ways to re-energize your body so that you can serve your customers, your team, and your family all day long. In fact, here, let's do a quick exercise to re-energize. You know what? I'm doing this video at like 11 o'clock at night, and my energy is beginning to, but I still have to teach you the 6 principles to become high performers so that you can have more joy, more power, and more achievement, and more success, and more happiness, and more of all the good things that life has to offer, right? So what you can do is stand up. If you can stand up. I'm just going to sit down here, because when I stand up, you won't be able to see me. So just take this 20 breaths, like really vigorous, deep breaths, so to re-energize your body. See how you can just re-energize just like that. So when you're feeling tired, but yet you still have people to serve, then you can just re-energize just immediately, okay? So ready? We're gonna go. I think that's 20. Woo! I'm energized already, so we can keep going here. So that's how you can master your body. You need to re-energize, you need to be fully rested, fully hydrated, eat healthy, sleep, exercise, hydrate, gesture, and speak with passion. Okay, we were having so much fun here. Okay, that's number 2. Number 3, master your focus. Master your focus. So to have more productivity, you need to master your focus. Ask yourself these questions. What is my mission today? And write that down. What am I looking forward to? And what must I accomplish today to progress my life? So when you ask yourself these questions, you're directing your mind to what's important. You know, have you heard of block time? I use block time myself. Block time is a focus management approach that requires blocking out significant amounts of time to advance or complete a major project in your life. So every day, or the day, you can do this the night before or in the morning. So you have your piece of paper, write down, let's say, project number 1, or I like to write down dream project number 1, dream project number 2, and dream project number 3. And underneath that is 5 things that you must do to move this project forward. So each of those columns, write down 5 things, 5 action steps that you need to take to move the project forward. And then underneath that is people I need to call. And then next to it is people I'm waiting on. You already called them, now you're waiting for their response. And then list down 3 priorities that you need to do, you must do, no matter what. You got to write it down. There's something about writing things down instead of just putting reminders on your phone. Sometimes you put your reminders, what you need to do, on your phone, and it's just easy to just swipe up, and then you forget about it and you don't do it. But writing things down is just, you get it in your neurology. 19 minutes. Okay. Number 4, master your influence. Ask yourself this question. Am I developing influence? Am I demonstrating empathy and bold enthusiasm when I seek to influence others? You know, the world's most influential people have 3 things in common in a way that they influence both individuals and the masses. Number 1 is they teach us how to think. Influential people teach us how to think. You know that book, Think and Grow Rich? It's like the bestseller because it teaches us how to think. It's by Napoleon Hill. And number two, influential people, they challenge us. You know, when you're challenged, there's something about a challenge that gets you going and that influence. I don't know about you, but when I'm challenged, I just rise up to the occasion and I want to win. Are you competitive type too? So yeah, when influential people challenge us, that's one of the common things that influential people have. They teach us how to think, they challenge us, and number three, they role model the way. They have a role model mindset because it starts with you. You are a leader. You influence whether you like it or not. You're a leader. You're a leader at home, you're a leader at work, and you lead yourself. So how are you developing influence, and are you demonstrating empathy and bold enthusiasm when you seek to influence others? Number five principle is master your presence. Ask yourself this question: what level am I in this moment in terms of my emotional and physical vibrancy and presence? Because and when you influence others, when you're an amazing influencer, when you walk into a room, you walk in the room like you own it. There's that presence around you, and people respond to that. They can sense that. So number six principle is master your mission. Ask yourself this question: to master your purpose is to master your mission. How can I stay on purpose and serve greatly right now? Too many people obsess about their overall life's purpose and simply don't realize that living each day with purpose and meaning is the ultimate goal, regardless of if you're clear on an overall life plan and purpose. And you know what? Your purpose is not something like, it doesn't have to be something huge. Maybe your purpose for the day is just to be present. Again, going back to presence. Maybe your purpose for the day is just to be present for your children, for your loved ones, or maybe to be present for your clients, or to be present for your team. So master your presence and you master your purpose. And how can you serve greatly right now? The challenge is that you can have different purposes in different parts of your life and different times of your life. So think about it, mastering your mission, mastering your purpose. Am I living? How can I stay on purpose and serve greatly right now? So those questions, those prompt questions can prompt you to master your mind, to master your intention, and to master your presence and your purpose. So again, in order to experience more clarity, more energy, more courage, more productivity, and more influence, you need to master your psychology, physiology, productivity, persuasion, presence, and purpose. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'd like to work one-on-one with you so that you can break through your barriers. If you want to continue working with me, you can leave me a message or you can email me at cheryl@mysoulworks.com. Okay, see you next time. Bye. Mwah.